Good day, everyone, and a happy new year for 2020. And this is Sunday, the 5th of January 2020, and this is the weekly analysis for spot gold and dollar yen for the first week of January. And things have started to move last week. And let's start off with spot gold. As you can see, spot gold has clearly broken out and moved into a very bullish mode, and all due to a flight of safety, so into spot gold and Japanese yen. So the environment is now that of a risk off mode. And it's all due to the recent US attack and assassination of a top Iranian general in a convoy at the Baghdad airport. And this caused a geopolitical concern, and dollar yen has weakened significantly while spot gold has gained. However, even before that, the breakout already started on the 23rd of December, just before Christmas. This was the first initial move when it broke out from 1480 level that we highlighted before, and then followed through to hit the monthly pivot right at 1500, and that was a key resistance as well. And now we can change this to support level, and it continued to accumulate as it broke through the next resistance level. And over the last couple of days, or at the end of last week, first trading day, that was when the news broke of the assassination, and it's followed through on Friday all the way to hit a high of 1553.57, and moving into the next key resistance zone between the 1555 to 1557 level, which was a previous swing high. We can just take a look at the weekly chart. So, and that was the high of last year at 1557.06. So it's already challenging that zone soon. Let's switch to the 4 time frame to see whether yes. So yes, once it broke out from the 1480 area and then the upper trend line of the slightly bullish channel right through the 1500 level, it just continued with support from the 10 SMA, and this is likely going to continue. We'll see what the new weekly pivots will be for next week, and we'll see what the new weekly R1 to R3 levels is as well. So this area now is also going to be a support zone right at the 1535 area. It was a minor swing high area. Alright, then it didn't help that last week the US ISM manufacturing PMI wasn't as good as expected. Plus the US Fed has been increasing liquidity in the market, and it's diluting the US dollar as well. So this is a concern, and looks like the US dollar is going weaken in the short to medium term with this oversupply. So let's see where this move could continue to, and the next swing area is obviously going to be in the 1600 area. So let's just mark this. 1600 is going to be the next key target and resistance zone. All right, let's go back to the daily time frame. So okay, so gold is definitely on a big move and a big charge. As geopolitical tensions continue over the next week or so, as everyone is expecting a response from Iran. So this tension is not going to abate anytime soon. Let's switch to dollar yen. So inversely, dollar yen has fallen lower, and as flight to safety to buy the Japanese yen and selling off the US dollar. And after hitting the weekly R1 pivot, it's at least about 4 times already at this 109.65 level, just below the previous swing high here. So it has fallen all the way back down to settle at the 50% retracement level, and did spike through to this swing low to retest this swing low at 107.89. So now it's back at the 108.10 area, and it has fallen below this rising trend line, and this 108 round figure is the next key support area, right? In this zone with this swing low. So it could only be a temporary reprieve, and after some retracement, it could continue to fall further and target the 62 fib retracement level. And the next area of support will be the 107.20 level, where it's where the 78.6 retracement level is. So we'll see how it goes at the start of next week, and I'll follow up with a midweek update instead of Tuesday, Thursdays. I'll just scale it back down to just Wednesday, middle of the week. And upcoming next week is there are a few US news coming up. There's ISM non-manufacturing PMI, so the services PMI, that's coming up on Tuesday, followed by the ADP employment change, which will be a precursor to the non-farm payroll on Friday. So those will be the key US economic news coming up for next week, with a highlight will be on Friday's non-farm payroll figures. Along with the geopolitical events that we have to be aware of. So now these areas are going to be resistance. And let's just take a quick look on the weekly chart. So that was the massive fall right from the weekly pivot, and it could not break the weekly 200 EMA. 5 attempts, and that's the result when it failed, and it could continue further down to the next support levels. So we'll need to watch out for movements for the price action for next week. All right. So meanwhile, do check out my other videos on Euro, cable, and the Aussie dollar, as well as the Ichimoku analysis for Euro and cable as well. And we'll catch up again this coming Wednesday. All right. Have a good trading week, and cheers.